There are more who accepted Esfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps. But his freedom was naught but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolffort messenger. Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolffort, bearing tidings of Lord Simon.
Simon?
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well.
Hey, yo.
And he is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolffort so he can honor you himself.
Okay.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolffort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village.
What? Why?
To our shame, Castle Wolffort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
It's not Travs again, is it?
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
We just defended it from
Let's
Tellior.
inform the others. Messenger, with us.
That was like a week ago. Probably. Hey, Milo.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
Indeed they are. Okay, then. So I do think we do have to see both of them. Why are they attacking the Roselle?
A coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
I would think.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith. Besides which, it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be, and right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolffort will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking, a king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol.
I don't think we can fully trust Patriot here to tell us what our duty is. He was very quick to turncoat before.
You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden. After all, you have only just been crowned.
Yeah, I see he's just trying to get power.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Huette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzant, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
Where did they go then?
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
I see.
Damn those royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
Just some things we're starting to look up. Well, can't really say things we're starting to look up. I mean, we got a lot of our territory back at least.
House Wolfort and Minister Exham's forces have reclaimed the Crown City. And not only that, they have dealt a heavy blow to the Esfrosti forces in killing Thallus and other commanding officers.
We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Oh, to see Gustadolf's face when he hears the news. Now he'll have no choice but to come crawling to us on hands and knees, begging for salt.
Hyzant isn't planning to just take down whoever wins between Esfrost and Glenbrook, right? Because it'd be very clever, but I wouldn't like it.
Though, this could be our chance to crush the duchy once and for all.
Just because they're licking their wounds does not make them easy prey. They still have their iron, after all.
Iron. We can get iron. All we need do is make Glenbrook hand over the Grand Norzellian mines to us. A paltry price to pay for our bountiful aid in their restoration of the Crown City.
I just realized we never learned what exactly Dragant found in the mines. Like, it was probably salt. It was... Was it confirmed that it was... I don't think they ever said what it was. That was a while ago, too. I thought that'd come up by now.
The Grand Norzellian Mines. The spark that lit the flame of Esfrost's aggression. But why go through the trouble to seize an iron source when they have all the iron they could ever need? I should have Milo look into the matter.
Minister Idor?
Well, regardless, we control the salt. I say we bide our time until Esfrost admits they are defeated. Besides, Glenbrook seeks our aid in their reconstruction efforts, do they not?
Against our better judgment?
Yes. King Roland and Minister Serenoa have both asked for help, and sent reports detailing the extent of the damage to the Crown City.
Send forth a veritable bounty. To Minister Serenoa of the Saintly Seven, that is.
Ah, yes. A show of the goddess's grace to the people, and as a wedge to drive between him and the king.
Esfrost, Glenbrook. They will both be ours before long.
I knew it. Okay. I think that's everything aside from the scales. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we're choosing.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
Very quick, too. Like, just one moment he's down, and then he's just back up immediately.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us.
I kind of think we should go for the Rizzo, right? Like, with Simon, we can go to him whenever, probably. Like, as long as they don't attack, the Wolfort domain, we'll be fine. And they probably won't, considering, like, geographically, that it's not really, like, able to be attacked, unless it's from Hyzant, to be fair. But the Rizzo they're probably in the most immediate danger. Like, with the relief supplies, that's not like, obviously you want to fix that as soon as possible. But there's some time to fix that, you know? The bandits attacking Rizzo are like, right now we need to fix it, you know?
1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events.
We have tons of people that can do that.
I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
Don't worry, I'll go with you if I can help
I
it.
cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Yeah.
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolfort's name.
Well, that being the case, you're still just one person.
My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters, separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take.
Well, at least we're not abandoning both sides, you know? We're not abandoning both sides that we don't choose. They're still going to be taken care of, just not as effectively as if we did choose them. That's good.
Bring the scales of conviction.
Cannot help but feel restless. We reclaim the Crown City and have already begun restoration efforts. There should be no question as to what needs to be done here. Yet something has me unsettled. 2 people are undecided. Okay. Fortunately, the side that I don't want to pick is the least favored so far. Is there any... I'm gonna check the place for items like we do before. Ooh. Very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this place a once-over, maybe check outside if I can. And then we'll check everyone out. Let's go inside. Okay, so... let's just try to get everyone... Well, I don't think you're able to convince Benedict or Roland. So that just leaves Anna, Eridor, Gila, and Huet, which isn't bad. I still think I need to only convince one person. I don't know who the undecideds are. Because undecided, they still have a default option, I think. Because it's hard to convince them to choose one or the other. Usually. No matter, let's just try.
Lord Saranoa.
Finally managed to rout the Estrasi forces from the capital. It seems our busy days are not over yet. Now I must decide which issue requires our attention most. Should turn home. Just getting the royalists. Should look into the bandits. Yeah, we should go to Roselle because I explained it before. It seems like the most immediate threat. You would have us accompany Lady Frederica, my lord. Curious as to what the bandits seek. The Rosellan village. They would not go there without purpose. The Rosellan village, far though it may be, still falls within Wolfort. Cannot turn a blind eye to anyone who seeks to disrupt the domain. I have a theory as to why the bandits would go to Roselle, but I want to know, you know? A theory isn't knowledge.
Certainly.
When you mention it, it does seem strange. What could they be hoping to find there? The village is hiding secrets other than the salt crystal? To be fair, the salt crystal itself is pretty good incentive. Because having just that one rock, I mean, hey, what if they have more, you know? Suppose we don't know for sure until we ask them ourselves.
I need time.
Having bandits in our domain is certainly a problem that concerns House Wolfort. And yes. Okay. Can I convince Benedict? Steward of House Wolfort, it's my duty to let Lord Simon know what happened while he was ill. Okay, that's fair. Then it's Eredor. Crown City's finally back in Glenbrook's hands, but our work's far from over.
Listen, lad.
Where do you think we should go from here, lad? Yeah, we should go to Roselle. So you want to accompany Lady Frederica to the Rosellan village, eh? Is it really that important right now? It can't. Well, I've said this so many times. It's the most immediate. They're all an issue, you know. But the Roselles are right now, you know. If we go do something else first, then there's just not going to be any Roselle to defend. Father promised that no harm would befall the Rosellan village, so I must do what I can to see that fulfilled. Curious as to what the bandits would hope to find in the Rosellan village. Let's have some gold to travel so far. That is true, to be fair. Like, they've been everywhere, basically. Like, they've been... Like, the last time we saw them, they were all the way west over closer to us. But now they're much further east. And that's a long way to go. I mean, I don't know how big the continent of this game is, but still, going across the entire country. Or continent, or region, land, whatever they call it.
You're onto something.
It's pretty strange now that you mention it. Doubt there's anything of interest there for your average bandit. Do you think it's possible they heard about the key that'll free the Roselle? If they did, there's a chance they'll think it'll fetch a high price. In case, I'm worried that Jerome and the others... I'm worried about Jerome and the others. If this is the path we choose, we best make haste to that village. That's what I've been saying. Thanks for that, lad. I think you might be right about the Rosellan village. Okay, that sounded promising. Now that just leaves Gila and Huette. Let's do Huette first. May have freed the capital from Esros' clutches, but there's still so much work to be done. Oh, we don't have to convince Gila because she's already picked our side. Okay. As a member of Kingsguard, should stay here and help unify the Crown City. That is fair. But what if you didn't, though? You want us to make for the Rosellan village? Certain this is the best time for that. Rosellan village is part of our domain. As Lord of Wolfort, it's my duty to see it protected. Faith in Frederica, but there's no telling how many bandits await her. It's too dangerous for her to go alone. I mean, if it is Travis and Trish, they were pretty powerful last time we fought. Now it's time for Roland to show his people what their new king is capable of. Let's put our faith on him and focus our attention elsewhere. I mean, that's fair. You would probably like this one. Because we're hyping up Roland a bit. Let's pick it.
Good point.
Suppose you're right. This is a critical moment for him as king. People saw that House Wolfart had a hand in resolving the problem. They may be hesitant to acknowledge his power. Capital is the best left in King Roland's hands, after all.
Okay.
See now your reasons for wanting to visit the Rosellan village. Okay, that all seemed fairly promising. We can't convince Benedict or Roland. And we don't need to convince these two. So I think we're done. Let's see what we got. I'm feeling good about this one.
It is time to cast our votes. We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolfort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
This is where our thing matters.
You have my vote.
Decided to let your convictions lead us. Alright. Think we've won then. You bet.
I have faith in you.
Trust your judgment. Let's go.
You won me over.
Got no good reason to disagree with you, lad. Yeah, my vote. Does that count as unanimous? That's pretty unanimous. I mean, everyone who could decide, decided.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I think that's the first unanimous if you don't count Benedict or Roland. It's pretty good.
The way forward is decided. We march to the Rosellan village and drive the bandits from the surrounding woods.
Alright.
I shall accompany Frederica to defend the Rosellan village. I know not what the bandits are after, but I cannot allow them to run rampant over the land.
Thank you, Serenoa. I am heartened to have you by my side.
Very well. Fulfill your duty to your domain. I shall see to things in the capital.
Then I shall venture to the Wolfort domain and make our report to Lord Simon in your stead.
And this is farewell for now. King Roland, Benedict, until our reunion in the capital.
I hope nothing horrible happens because we left them. I'm a bit worried. Just a little bit, though.
Here we are, the Rosellan village.
Right. Just where that book we swiped from the archives pointed us. Ooh, you catch a whiff of that? Smells like treasure to me.
They were in Hyzant? What?
Calling this hovel a village does a disservice to villages. We'll find that fortune soon enough.
Hold it, Trish. Maybe we'd best leave this treasure be.
Having second thoughts, Pa? Knees buckling at the thought of a little bloodshed?
That's a bit out of character.
Now just shut up and use your head for a bit, girl. You know the story of this village as well as I. How they fled from the cruelty of Hyzant. Seems to me we have more than a bit in common with these folk. And I don't wish to cause them any more suffering than is necessary.
You're getting soft in your old age, Pa. All right, have it your way. We'll give him a little scare, grab the treasure, and be on our way.
I think that's the first not, like, evil thing this guy's tried to do. Like, it's still bad, but he's trying to be nice about his badness.
But there's one more. My damn back is still acting up. Not enough rest since the last job. Might be even worse than last time, as a matter of fact.
You okay?
Did you go to sleep and wake up an old crone? Put your weapon in your hand and get moving! The likes of us only get one chance to grab fate by the horns, and this is ours. Wasn't it you who taught us to take what we can, because the world ain't in the habit of giving?
I know, but I...
You know what? I don't want to hear your bleating. Go rest if you need it, because I don't need you. Me and the boys will handle the treasure hunting.
Wait, Trish! Damn back.
That's kind of weird.
The members of House Wolffort, having earned momentary respite after reclaiming the capital, decide to go their own ways. Roland remains in the capital to deal with his political opponents. Benedict returns to Castle Wolffort to visit the ailing Lord Simon. Serenoa and Frederica, having received reports from Jerome of bandits in the Rosellan village, depart to investigate.
Alright. It's not a battle immediately. I kind of expected it to be. They're not just gonna let us run around the village looking for stuff and talking to people, are they? That'd be kind of funny, actually.